This is so the opposite of the meta right now. But I love seeing it. The flip side, they can fight back, but only if they're initiated into and if they're not out of position. Here, follow Blightstroke Ray with the Soul Catchers. Sunstrike comes out, and there's the combo. The Storm just a little bit too late to help out. Vanscott does have a DD rune though. Always want to fly, stands and brawls. Vanscott actually dropping quite low. The Dragon Slave will finish him off. Now Sedoy tries to go for always want to fly, but he gets a Soul Catcher off with the Verify keeping him alive, and that's his third kill in this top lane. This entire lineup from FlipSid absolutely annihilated with a little bit of help from middle lane Invoker. A lot of chip damage here can come out his way, so it's the reason you don't actually see a lot of Void in the mid lane, to say the least. I wonder why they chose to do that. I think Puck would really die as all that quickly to Invoke either. Now top lane, we're just gonna keep going. The cast comes back and always want to fly, still gets disruption now. Follow up, Lightstrike Array is there after Lucent Beam helps set it up. 6-0 for Polarity right now.
Thanks.
And the biggest thing is, Sedoy is not getting any. Very nice item here for support Lina. But now this is maybe an opportunity for FlipSid to make something happen. Shachlo finds himself in the soon. He's level 6 as well, so the Chronosphere is available. They also have the Metamorphosis, so they can maybe bait out something, they can grab a counter kill. At the same time though, the supports make the rotation now bottom. They do find the axe. Rotations down there for Polarity, always on fire, just hanging around top. Try and make sure that Luna stays alive, just with the disruption at the ready, and Lily mid rotation, but just a little bit too late. Instead, just gonna. Okay, Sunstrike comes out. Temwall actually dropping quite low. A couple of right clicks might do the trick here if Lil can get in range. Another. Oh, he gets it with the Dragon Slave at the very edge. We'll give his at the very end. We'll give his own life for it. Yeah, the vision and the phase shift a little bit. At the very least, making sure that they get the counter kill, but still a support is here too. To try and annoy him a little bit more, even in this refuge. Iceberg doing the same thing. Sure he doesn't get caught out by Shachlo, but speaking of Shachlo, he gets a Chronosphere off, Tamerwald on the outside. A little bit of extra burst damage, so Iceberg should end up falling here, especially with the last little time lock. Always want to fly, a little bit too late to get the disruption off. Gets it now, more TPs come in. Phobos is there with a follow-up call. And Lightstrike Array extra burst from Lil. Flips comes out. Punish Shachlo as well for getting the extra kill on the Shadow Demon. And makes it worth it for Polarity almost. Lil. Silent, I mean, making rotation, getting the kill, making use. FlipSid force out now, but they want to find more. They have a Chronosphere available. They'll just stomp. They don't have the Death Ward, but they're looking for Silent here. And let's catch him with the Chronosphere. And there should be a death. With all of them rotating around here. Seems like a big commitment than it is, but it's actually the kind of things that they need to do, especially if you can grab it. Screep Wave.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh man, still not even done yet. Always want to fly, getting a little bit too close, but DK Phobos joining the party. Another TP comes through, and Fate Shift comes out before the call can. Tamerwald still keeping himself alive and dragging the attention of Polarity away before he finally falls. Or at least it does give FlipSid enough time to get themselves out on the other heroes. Especially without the Metamorphosis. Polarity just keep going. Don't have a mechanism here, but they do have a lot of aggressive potential. Need to make it count. Tamerwald falls all the way back and doesn't even get it. Lil with a snipe there on the Laguna Blade. That Veil doing so much work. This TP's back to the top lane to defend. Expecting some sort of play up against the Puck, but little do they know that Shachlo will be caught out. Lil is there, Sunstrike is there as well. It actually gets the time off and the Chronosphere on top of the coil though, a little bit for waste. Lil should still end up falling, there it is. A lot of gold for the Void, always on fly, next one on the list. The rest of Polarity unable to come in time to help out. So that's a nice little pounce for FlipSid. A lot of gold here, especially for the Faces Void, just finished up the Blast. Now it's another 1,000 gold to play with, and they smoked up themselves. They're going to the low ground though. Might be backstabbed here if they're not careful. Lil Smoke will pop and he will be blinked on. As a defensive disruption here, the call is wasted. The call will also miss. Chronosphere on to 1, actually 2. Well, gonna be Lil falling down first. As always on the flag, gets jumped away at Silent. He finished up the Terror Blade in backline, so now still fighting up against Tame and Wild together with Iceberg. Silent is starting to drop low though. Still wants to fight, needs to life steal up a little bit more. Biovics from both sides is Lil coming back into the fray now. Silent does get dragged down here on the wrong side of the map. Iceberg is still sticking around here, does have the Ghost Walk available with the value point up into the Wax. A good fight for FlipSid here, good chrono, good Earth Splitter here, forcing out that buyback. Also the man fight in the backlines here, Silent doing enough damage to, longer. There's still the puck to worry about. Of course the silence, or the storm, sleep. For quite a bit. That is the coil onto the Earth Splitter here. A lot of damage being done already. DK focus on front lines. Taking most of that Silent. He snapped the coil. He will follow his assault here with a big immediate up Terror Blade. Now the rest of Polarity, they have to run. DK Phobos just giving his own life. Lil always on the fly. They're still being controlled up on the side. Lil already dead. Always on the fly is next. Look at these illusions though. They almost killed Vanscore. Still a very questionable decision now. There's not even a buyback or anything committed. It's just Polarity running into the combo. Just the sleep, the setup for an Earth Splitter. To breathe, gonna put the game almost back to even. Hasn't been that huge of an advantage for Polarity in the first place. In terms of XP, goals, getting close to the 10k mark, now we're back to 7.5k. Now the fight around the road here. Disruption onto one of these illusions, always on fly, just kills himself, running into all of those FlipSid heroes, but now they find the puck here, blow him up immediately, Metrom dropping low, Nasty Eclipse finishing him off. Nice little stump keeping Silent alive, making sure that Roshan still goes in favor of FlipSid, but DK Phobos with a nice little call finishes up Sedoy. And 50 ages, right? What? So Polarity have to be very careful about how they position themselves. They still get the tier 3. Silence can now make use of the glaives. Bounce through these buildings, do a little bit of extra damage. There it is. Buyback comes out, the call onto Madrum. Now, walk in from faces void, lift it up into the air, follow up from Lil, and they will be able to blow him up. No buyback on him, so no currency in this fight. DK Phobos takes the Earth Splitter to the face. Not to bring him down just yet. Get some extra armor, but it's not gonna help you up against the Dagon. Tamper Wall finishes him off. Fight still raging, Silence. Dropping low, but not low enough. Now it's all Sedoy in the front lines here. Gets wrecked by Iceberg's right clicks. It's a 4-for-1 trade at the end of it all. The lacking Chronosphere. Lil, once again, the playmaker in that gets the full late mail 4-star Blink and the Crimson Guard.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
So Terrorblade with no farm really. Went for the BKB, which can only do so much. Lil actually caught with a stomp. Tries to turn it around to the Metrom, but not quite enough damage. But hey, hashtag space created perhaps, as the call will be missed. Nice little phase shift there from Tame and Wild. But Iceberg just soon jump the range tracks. Now the Chronosphere, nice little catch on that. The coil will also be used, misses. Tame and Wild walks into the Chronosphere. It's not gonna end up mattering. Will it? Iceberg will survive. DK Phobos is back with the call on top of the Eclipse. Silent making his way in there. Sedoy gets a Sunder off though, and Silent will fall. No Satanic or anything to try and get himself back alive. Iceberg falls in the backlines. DK Phobos might be next on the list if they're gonna get some extra damage off. Always want to fly. Trying to make the plays, gets the that's illusions on the face's void to help him get that kill. And Vansko, look at him too. This diffusal that Shachlo was able to pick up at some point. Working against him right now, but still always want to fly, will be tracked down by Tamawar at the end of the day. So it's a 5-for-1 trade. For what? For nothing really. I mean, they try to go for a greedy play here, just fighting right outside the base without all the. We sort of fly, he's just the aggressive scouts. Might find Vansko here. Let's get slow off. Use Scepter to finish it off, but Lil is dead together with Phobos. It should be an easy kill. No counter potential there. They were Wild unwilling to come in. He would have had a good good opportunity for Dream Call here. Shachlo was also there. He's doing a decent amount of damage as well, but now he gets called up. Lil with the follow-up and top of the Sunstrike. Always want to fly, gets a snipe on Tamer Wild gets the snipe on Always on Fly. There we go. It's all the right names. That was a huge pickup to get here. 60 seconds down. No Witch Doctor ult even. It's only a Terrorblade to worry about, and if he doesn't have the supporting cast available, then you can't deal with him. Tamer Wild has Demon with a creep wave, but the backdoor region has already been broken. Now Tamer Wild to actually catch him here and bring him down too. No more puck for 76 seconds. 30 seconds still down on Face's Void, and by now he should have bought back. So Polarity should realize he's not gonna have it. And now the Glaze, look at these. The Glaze kill the courier. They have to smoke up to keep them keep the supports alive. Might just be the game here for Polarity. They claim the second full set of racks bottom lane. It's only melee rack standing between them and Mega Creeps. Silent, okay, pops the ultimate. You'll Scepter cancel Death Ward here. Metrom will be on the receiving end of the clips. Vanskar also will fall before they finally go back for Sedoy. Phobos with the lockdown. Gem on the deck. Drop his stick, dude. Drop his stick. There it is. Yeah, this should be game. No more buybacks. Only single Shachlo who does get blink out of the call. Polarity. Have free reign. Just gonna go straight for tier 4s. Yes, GG well played. Polarity take the game 1 win here in the Special 3 series in the upper bracket finals. Now they're only one game away from actually making it to the grand finals here in the LootMarket Invitational. Flip side, they do have another chance though to turn the bagel into a breadstick, tie up the series, and keep their own hopes alive and avoid having to go through the lower bracket.